Hello class, for our problem number 4, two steel bars AB and BC support a load P as shown in the figure. Diameter of AB is 0.75 inch. Diameter of BC is 0.95 inch. If the modulus of elasticity of the steel is 29 times 10 raised to 6 psi, compute the horizontal and vertical components of the movement of P. Okay, what is being required in the problem is the movement of B once the load P is applied. Okay, so the value of the P is 5,000 pounds. So when it is applied class at point B, so what do you think will happen? Okay, so by observation, uh, you may realize that the member AB is in tension, while member BC is in compression kasi kapag niload mo ito class, so ito, tensile to. And then this one naman, so mag-compress naman yan dito. So once ina-apply mo yung load P. Okay? So, what to do first? Okay, so for our solution, okay, let us first determine class D. Okay, generally, what is being required is the horizontal movement of point B and the vertical movement of, okay, so B pa rin. Okay, so yan yung required sa problem. Okay, first to do is to determine muna the magnitude of PAB and PBC. Kasi, itong movement ng B, depende yan sa deformation ng AB and BC once the load P is applied. Okay? So, PAB, obviously, is in tension and BC is in compression. So, anyway, class, marirealize nyo din naman yan after nyo makuha yung magnitude kung tama yung assumption nyo. Okay, so let us consider first point B. Na? Consider natin yung point B. Consider point B and then use method of joints. Okay, so kung na-recall nyo yung method of joints sa statics of rigid bodies, no? Okay, so let us draw the free body diagram at point B. Okay, at point B class, nandyan yung load P, which is equivalent to 5,000 pounds. Okay, so X and Y axis. Okay, and then at point B, nag-a-act din yung AB and BC. Okay, so AB, so as I have said earlier, so by observation, i-assume ko to na tension kasi na-observe ko, so maybe tension siya. So, malapit sa katotohanan. So, marirealize nyo yun at the end nitong computation ninyo ng values ng AB and BC kung tama yung assumption natin. Okay, so first, inassume ko na tension siya, yung AB. Next, yung BC naman, inassume ko na compression. Okay, so we have PBC here, and then there is PAB. And then, so, this is the theta. So, yung slope nito, yung inclination nito is, since we have 9 feet vertical and 12 feet horizontal, so we can say that this is 3, 4, and then 5. Yan yung slope. Okay, so, by taking summation of forces along y equal to 0, we have, okay, upward positive. So, we have PAB multiplied by sine of theta less 5,000 kasi downward yung 5,000 equal to 0. Then PAB sine of theta is sine of theta, so this one is theta, so 3 over 5. So multiplied by 3 over 5 is equivalent to 5,000. So now we have value of PAB equivalent to 5,000 multiplied by 5 divided by 3. So that is equivalent to 8,333.33. So this is equivalent to 8,333.33 pounds. So take note, ang ginamit natin dito is 5,000 pounds. So the result is also 5,000 pounds. So save nyo lang yan sa calculator nyo uh, para sakto yung i-substitute ninyo dun sa later equation. Okay, taking summation of forces naman, taking summation of forces along x or horizontal equal to 0, positive to the right, so magkakaroon tayo ng PAB multiplied by cosine of theta. So that is positive to the right, diba? Okay, so since PBC is to the left minus PBC equivalent to 0. Okay, so we have PBC equivalent to PAB, which is equivalent to 8,333.33 multiplied by cosine of theta. Cosine of theta is 4 over 5. Okay, PBC is now equivalent to 8,333.33 multiplied by 4 divided by 5. So that is equivalent to 6,666.67 pounds. Okay. So, store nyo lang din yan sa calculator nyo para sakto yung gagamitin ninyong values mamaya. Okay. Okay, since we have already the actual force dito sa AB and BC, let us now determine the elongation ng AB and BC. Why? Kasi i-consider pa rin natin itong point B. Okay. So, this is the procedure class. So, kapag meron ka ditong kinoconsider mo yung point B, so, di ba, exaggerate lang natin, itong 5,000 pound, kapag in-apply mo yan dito, so, exaggerate mo na yung imagination mo. So, mag-deform, di ba? So, magkakaroon to ng elongation because this is in tension. So, since our assumption, the result of our assumption based from our free body diagram is positive, we have positive 8,333, then 6,666.67. Therefore, our assumptions are correct. No? So, PAB is in tension, and then PBC naman is in compression. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, yung AB, magde-deform siya once 5,000 pounds is applied. So, mag-elongate siya ngayon. Diba? Okay. Then, ito namang BC, since BC is in compression, mag-shorten siya ngayon. So, nasa na ngayon yung final position of point B once the load P is applied or the 5,000 pound is applied. So, the procedure class now is, since we have already determined the actual forces of AB and BC, ang first step is to allow each member to deform freely. No? So, ibig sabihin, so actually, in reality, hindi naman talaga magkakalas. No? Pero, for the sake of computation, so, first is to assume na mag-deform siya freely. So, ibig sabihin, yung AB, i-assume natin na kung solo lang siya at meron siyang actual force na 8,333, magde-deform yan, di ba? Hahaba kasi nga tension. So, in reality, hindi naman yan pupunta talaga dito kasi nga joint yan dito, sabi, connected siya. So, ang first step lang is to allow them freely yung deform, allow to deform freely. Okay, so next, yung BC is in compression, so mag-shorten yan, di ba? So, yung BC, yung mapupunta dito, iikli yung member BC. Kung i-allow natin siyang mag-deform freely, having an actual force of 6,666. Okay, so next is to draw a line perpendicular doon sa member. Okay, so ibig sabihin, itong AB mo, di ba? Hanggang dito siya. Mag-draw ka naman daw ng line. Okay, take note of this ha. Step number 2 is to draw a line perpendicular to that member doon sa final position ng deformation kapag inallow mo siyang mag-deform freely. Okay, so yung member AB, mag-elongate siya hanggang dito if you allow them to deform freely, and yung member BC naman, magpupunta naman dito. Okay, so next step is to draw a line perpendicular. Okay, so ibig sabihin, perpendicular class, ibig sabihin, draw ka ng line dito. Okay, broken line ka dyan. So, take note, 90 degrees. And then, dito rin sa point na ito, draw ka ng line na perpendicular din. And then, i-continue mo siya hanggang kung saan mag-intersect yung dalawang line. Okay, at this point, di ba? So, at this point siya nag-intersect. So, this is now our effective position of B prime or the final position of B prime. No? So, this is our assumption. No? Kasi class, uh, stop ko lang muna. May i-note lang ako sa inyo, di ba? Kung tutuusin naman, kung i-allow mo siyang mag-deform arc yan ulit, kagaya nung sinabi ko doon sa sample number 3, arc. Pero since ina-assume natin na masyado namang mababa yung angle of tilt, no? Or hindi masyadong noticeable naman yung deformation natin, ina-assume natin na perpendicular line. Hindi siya arc, line na lang. Kino-consider natin siya as a line because very small amount lang naman yan, yung distance na yan. Actually, this is an arc, but for the sake of computation, mas madali natin makompute yan by drawing a perpendicular line. Okay, so yun yung step natin una. Allow to deform freely yung member. Kaya yung AB, mag-elongate siya hanggang dito, and then yung BC, mag-shorten naman siya hanggang dito, and then kung saan yung position na yun, next step is to draw a perpendicular line. Kung saan mag-intersect yung dalawang line na yun, nandun yung final position ng B. Okay, so this is now our final position of B. So, i-exaggerate lang natin. So, close up natin yung bukod na figure. So, it will be something like this. Okay. So, this will be the elongation of BC, and this is the, elongation of AB. So, this will be the elongation of AB, and this is the shortening of member BC. No? Okay. Horizontal. Okay. So, yung final of position of B natin, so, kung nandito yung original, so, sabi ko kanina, mag-draw lang kayo ng 90 degrees na line, and then, another 90 degrees na line from there. Sorry for my figure. Draw ka lang dyan ng straight line. So, this is 90. This is also 90. Kung saan sila mag-intersect, ito ngayon yung B prime natin. Ito yung final position ng B. And what is being required in the problem, what is being required in the problem is the horizontal and vertical movement of point B. So, we have already located the final position of B. Yan, no? Okay. So, kung nandito yung original position of B, nandito na siya ngayon. So, therefore, ang horizontal movement niya will be equal to the deformation of BC, right? Okay. So, since we don't have a values pa nung deformation ng BC and AB, so determine na muna natin. Okay. Solve for delta. Okay. So, delta AB is equivalent to PL over AE ng AB. So, substitute na lang tayo, class. So, we have delta AB is equal to, so we have PAB equivalent to 8,333.33 multiplied by length of AB. Length of AB is equivalent to, okay, so length ng AB natin, class, is equal to the square root of square root of 9 squared multiply plus 9 squared plus square of 12. So, therefore, we have length ng AB equivalent to, okay, 9 squared plus 12 squared, square root is equal to 15. 9, 12, 15 feet. So, we have 15 feet multiplied by 12 to make it inches, divided by the cross-sectional area. Cross-sectional area of AB is 0.75. The diameter is 0.75. So we have area is pi d to the 4, pi d squared over 4, multiplied by the modulus of elasticity, 29 times 10 raised to 6. So delta AB natin plus is equivalent to, kindly calculate, uh, PAB multiplied by 15 by 12 by 4 divided by pi divided by 75 squared divided by 29 times 10 raised to 6. Okay, so we have the deformation of AB equivalent to 0. So use it in, express your answer in 4 decimal places. Okay, so 0.1171 inch. Store nyo lang din yan sa calculator nyo para exact. Doon lang kayo sa final answer uh, round off. Okay, so solve for the delta BC. Delta BC is equivalent to PL over AE pa din. So, substitute na lang yung PBC, 6,666.67 multiplied by the length of BC equivalent to 12 by 12 to make it in inches. Cross-sectional area is pi. Then, the diameter of number BC is 0.95. So, we have 0.95 squared over 4 multiplied by 29 times 10 raised to 6. So, we have delta BC equivalent to, okay, so alpha B, 6,600 times 12 multiplied by 12 by 4 divided by pi divided by 0.95 squared divided by 29 times 10 raised to 6. So, we have delta BC is equivalent to 0.0467 inch. Okay. So, we have the delta AB and delta BC. Delta AB and delta BC. Okay. So, next is to determine the horizontal and vertical movement of point B. Okay, from the figure, the horizontal movement of point B is equivalent to the deformation of BC. So, this one. So, the horizontal movement, ditong B prime natin is equivalent na rin dito sa delta BC. So, this is the delta H. So, delta H is equivalent to delta BC. So, therefore, this is also equivalent to 0.0467 inch. Okay, so this is our final answer for the horizontal movement. How about for the vertical movement? Okay, for the vertical movement, so this one, itong distance na ito. Okay, from the figure, using trigonometry, didiskartehan nyo na lang yan kung paano nyo kukuha itong distance na ito. Given itong delta AB, delta BC, and yung theta dun sa figure. Okay, so from that, to make it short, so, kunin lang natin, kuha ka dito ng horizontal line, and let this distance to be equal to y, and then this distance to be z. Okay. So, makukuha natin yung y using this triangle. So, may right angle ka dito, may distance ka dito, and then this one is equivalent to theta. Okay. So, theta from the figure. So, this one, this is also equivalent to theta. Makukuha mo yung y. Next is to determine the vertical distance. Z. So, makukuha mo naman yan using this triangle. So, this angle naman is equivalent to complement of theta. Okay, so complement of theta, just 90 minus theta. So, this is right angle also. So, therefore, you can also say that this one is equivalent to theta because theta is a complement of this angle. So, therefore, this is also theta. Okay, so what are we going to do? So, we can also, since we have already the horizontal distance, we can set naman this by ito to be equal to x. No? Okay, so maggamit natin yan later. Okay, so to determine the value of y and z, kasi this one is the total displacement of b, vertical, no? So vertical movement ng b from b to b prime. So solve for y, considering triangle, this one, point B, ito ay delta BC. So, ito ay right angle. This one is theta. So, makukuha natin ito ay y. So, sine of theta is equivalent to y over delta BC. So, y is equivalent to delta BC 0.1171. Sine of theta is equivalent to 3 over 5. So, y is equivalent to times 3 divided by 5, 0.0702 inch. And then, considering naman another triangle, so this one, ito ay x. So, this one is delta h. So, this one naman is z. And this is theta, right angle. So, tangent of theta is equivalent to x plus delta h all over z. Okay, so therefore, z will now be equal to x. What is x? From here, okay, using this triangle pa rin pala, we have this one, ito ay x. So, cosine of theta is equal to x over delta BC. So, makukuha mo that x. Substitute nyo na lang class. We have delta BC 0.1171 multiplied by 4 over 5 kasi cosine. So, x is equal to x is equal to yung delta BC, which is equal to 0.1171 multiplied by 4 divided by 5. So, yung x natin is 0.0937. 0937. Mm -hmm. 0.0937. Store lang natin. Okay, yung value ng x. Okay. Since we have already the value of x, we have 0.0937 plus delta h. Delta h is 0.0467 divided by tangent theta. Tangent theta is equal to 3 over 4. So, z is equal to, okay, calculate, plus, okay, so we have z is equivalent to 0.1872 inch. Okay, so therefore we have the value of vertical movement ng B equivalent to y plus z. Since we have already that the magnitude or the values of y and z, kindly substitute 0.0702 plus 0.1872. So the vertical movement of B will be equal to, okay, okay, so 0.072 0.0702 plus 0.1872 is equal to 0.2574 0.2574 inch. Okay, so our final answer, so this one is the vertical movement of B, and then the other one is this one. Okay. Okay, that's all for this video. So this is the vertical and horizontal movement of point B. So application lang siya din ng trigonometry. Once na-sketch nyo na yung deformation freely, allow to deform freely, draw a line perpendicular, then the point of intersection will be the final position of that point. Na? Then apply trigonometry, geometry, mathematics lang, application. So this is the final answer. Okay, that's all for this video, class.